We're going to talk some Aaron Rodgers. We're going to talk some New York Jets. And we're going to talk some Independence Day. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Let's get this show on the road.
Zoinks! But it is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rodgers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for HeavyGashDarn.com. Welcome to a special 4th of July edition here on the program. And before we get started, like I said, we're going to react to some Aaron Rodgers' new betting stuff and talk some Jets. We'll open up the phone lines, and for some reason, I'm going live 3 different times today. Right now, for Boy Green Daily, I'll be on the Jake Asman Show at 10 a.m., and then I got Boy Green Meets Woody at 3 o'clock, and then I head to the radio station for some Syracuse Mets baseball. So it is a jam-packed day of all kinds of jazz. But before we get to any of that, I think it's important to read what this day is all about. 4th of July, Independence Day, known colloquially as the 4th of July, a federal holiday in the United States, which commemorates, because I don't think a lot of people know this or remember this from school, but it commemorates the ratification of the Declaration of Independence by the Second Continental Congress on July 4, 1776, thus establishing the United States of America. So thank you to all our members of the armed forces in all the wide world, wherever you are. And happy 4th of July. Thank you for your service. Thank you for our freedom and Independence Day, baby. And hopefully we could show some of that patriotism today here on the program for a fun show. And I hope wherever you guys are, happy 4th of July. They get to spend it with your family, your loved ones. I got to yesterday kind of pick the day in which I was going to try to celebrate and spend some time with my family. I did my radio show, of course, Boy Green Daily, and then I did my radio show. And then we went for the hills, doing all kinds of fun jazz, a movie for the child, and, some fireworks and baseball and meeting Scooch, the weird mascot for the Syracuse Mets for my daughter, all that fun jazz. So hopefully all of you, whether it's today or somewhere else, that again, that you guys get to spend it with your family. I hope you do. And the upcoming days. I don't have a radio show tomorrow either, but I'll have Boy Green Daily, and I'll also have a baseball game, and then the weekend of all that jazz. So, like I said, hopefully you guys can spend it with your family. So I'll read some of your comments. Like I said, I'll also open up the phone lines in just a little bit. But first, I do want to go through these betting odds, which shout out to Bet Online. They emailed me these latest updated odds, and I thought they were interesting. And it's on Aaron Rodgers for the upcoming 2024 season. There are 3 that they sent me, and I did some research on each of these 3 because I found them fascinating. We'll go with the first one. Regular season passing yards at 3,700 and a half yard is what they project. These are over-under numbers, of course. And I looked at Aaron Rodgers' history because I thought that was important. I looked at Aaron Rodgers' history and looked at some of the statistics. And they're incredible, to be honest with you, which is why we're so gosh darn excited for this upcoming season, and for good reason, obviously. But in my research, over the last 16 years, that's a pretty good sample size, Aaron Rodgers has thrown fewer than 3,700 passing yards only 4 times in his history. And again, the line set for this season, okay, is 3,700 and a half. So is he going to throw over or under that number? Historically speaking, he has thrown over that number a lot, and he's only thrown under that number 4 times. And the important context, of course, with those 4 individual years when he didn't is when he was injured in 2013 and only appeared in 9 games. He did not accomplish that feat. Another time, he was injured, 2017, only appeared in 7 games. The other one in which he didn't was last season, obviously. He was injured. Now, the only season in which he appeared in all 17 and was under those numbers was actually his final year in Green Bay, 2022. He threw just under that, 3,695 yards. So 3 of the 4 years that he did not accomplish that feat, he was injured. And the only other time was his final year in Green Bay where there's a lot of hoopla. So, if I'm giving some betting insights of some kind, bet the over. Nothing's a guarantee, of course. Anything can happen. But if I was laying my shekels, bet the over. Plus, of course, you got to factor in 17 games, baby. That helps. So over on the Aaron Rodgers 3,700 passing yards. It's technically 3,700 and a half. I'm betting the over. So thank you very much. Bet online. Next, regular season passing touchdown set at 26 and a half. Now, this is one where you look over that sample size I mentioned, the last 16 years. Rodgers has thrown fewer than 27 touchdown passes 6 times. You're like, well, that's kind of a lot, right? That's kind of a lot. Well, it is. But then again, we go back to context. We mentioned all those injured seasons before 2013. Of course, he did not do it. 2017, injured. Of course, he did not do it. And then last year, he didn't do it. That counts as one of those injured years. And then 3 other seasons in that grouping that we just mentioned of the 6, he was hovering around it. 26 touchdowns, 25. So he's on the doorstep. And of course, only one time in those 3 examples I gave was a 17-game season, which again helps. So I'm going to be honest. In terms of confidence, passing yards, I feel pretty good. Absolutely, I feel good. Yeah, so I see Danny in here, our resident Buffalo Bills fan. Yards, his most recent full season was under, and he's now older and hasn't played in almost 2 years. And you want to bet the over? The casino thanks you for your donation. Again, I think that you can say a lot about that Green Bay Packers season that happened, including that he had an injury against the New York Giants on his throwing hand. And by the way, the season in which he went under that number that you brought up, he went under it by 6 yards. 6 yards. 6 passing yards is the time most recently that apparently he went under that in 2022. And sure, he's been injured and he missed all of last year. But when you look at the Green Bay's Packers team, they had some issues. And again, on top of all of that, he had an injury to his throwing hand. And it's funny because Aaron Rodgers plays through that injury. And he gets a lot of crap for, boy, the stats don't look as good as they normally did. But if he just packed it in after injuring his throwing hand against the Packers, people were like, look, injuries, he's old. So no matter what he did, he was effed by the general public. All he did was the general public. So yeah, I am slamming that over, baby. And perhaps it will be a donation. I think not. The numbers for 3,700. Let's get the calculator out. Got the glasses already on. Let's go 30701 divided by 17. He needs 217 passing yards per game to get that. Let me just pull up this. This will be an interesting little exercise. Let me pull up this real quick, okay? So he needs to average 217 passing yards per game. That's what he needs on a per-game basis, to accomplish that feat. 217.7, if I'm being specific. Let me see how many times during his career he got over that number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So let me just make sure I got my years right. Every year from 2009 to 2021, he was over that number. And you tell me that's a ridiculous number to bet the over on. I'm going to have to politely disagree, Danny boy. That I am. Politely disagree. But hey, different strokes, different folks. Oh, I see my father and other people are asking to open up the phone lines in due time. You crazy people, in due time. Let's go to another one here, and then I'll go to the last one. We'll open it up, and we'll get other people's thoughts on this. Regular season passing touchdown 26.5 over the last 16 years. Rodgers has thrown fewer than 27 touchdown passes 6 times. That includes, of course, injured years and a few others. And that's another one I feel pretty good about, to be honest with you. Because Rodgers throws touchdown passes, and in this revenge season, I think it's almost going to be like, if you guys remember some of the Tom Brady years, they get to the 1 yard line, and in most cases, you'd QB sneak that or run it. I think this might be one of those aggressive Aaron Rodgers seasons where he's padding the stats, and he's going above and beyond. He's at the 1 yard line, he throws a fade to Garrett Wilson, and then we get some of those juiced up numbers to make sure he gets to some of these numbers. I think we're going to get some of that action, personally. I would tell you, so that one, bet the over. I'm over on the first two. And then there's one final one. This one's a little dicey. It's regular season interceptions, 8.5. Over the last 13 years, Rodgers has only thrown more than 9 picks once. And Danny will love to hear that was in 2022 with the Green Bay Packers, and he's older now. But Aaron Rodgers, historically speaking, is a guy that does not throw a lot of interceptions. As a matter of fact, since 2011, he has only had one season in which he's had double-digit interceptions. Of course, that was 2022. The next highest number of interceptions that he's had over that entire span is 8. And that was in 2015. Which, by the way, if you're doing the math at home, 8 is less than 8.5. So Aaron Rodgers, historically speaking, throws the under on picks. He does not throw a lot of picks. He takes care of the football and throws a lot of touchdown passes with it. However, 17 games, anything can happen. Plus, if you think about the Jets, we've seen Zach Wilson throw like 4 picks in a single game, let alone what is happening here. So that could be affecting me a little bit. That's one I'm not sure I would bet either way. It just that one could get froggy because balls can get deflected. Anything can happen. So that one I'd probably stay away from. But the rest of them, you can make a compelling case. But let's see how other people feel. And welcome everybody to the Boy Green Superfan Club. I also want to give a shout out to Uncle Tio, who's handing out Boy Green memberships. Again, if you're watching the show, we got like 150 people in here on the 4th of July, baby. Join the Boy Green Coffee Club for $2.99 a month. It's a cup of coffee. Help support the show. Keep the lights on, baby. Feel free to do so. We'd appreciate it. I'm going to open up the phone lines. You guys can join me in some betting and New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers, and the celebration of Independence Day. Feel free, baby. We are about to open them phone lines up. And like I said, I am a crazy bastard, and I will somehow be on live 3 times today. How is that even possible? How will my family not murder me by the time this day is over? All of these pressing questions lay out there in the universe. All right, I've just put it in the comments section, you crazy bastard. So anyone who'd like to call into the show, feel free to do so. That is now the pinned comment on YouTube, youtube.com/boygreen25. If you're watching on Heavy on Jets, we appreciate you. Thank you, Heavy, for supporting my life in this show. It means the world. And on Twitter, @boygreen25. You guys must jump over to the other feature, which again is youtube.com/boygreen25. Happy 4th of July. And there's my mom jumping in there. Happy July 4th, United States of America. And there's no proper transition to this guy, so let's bring him in. You guys love him. You guys hate him. And sometimes you like him. But either way, you have some sort of feelings. I don't think anyone has ever watched my dad on the show go, that was a solid, okay take, and I'm just kind of right in the middle. I'm just kind of balanced on that take. You have one take or the other. And here he is in his extreme nature. And let's thank him for his 20 years of service in the United States Navy. My father, Resident Zone, here on the 4th of July. How are you, Pop?
Hey now, Boy Green. How are you doing?
I'm doing spectacular. Thank you very much.
Yeah, had a little technical difficulties yesterday when I was calling in, so I apologize.
That's okay. We forgive you. I saw you early with Haley, and Bobby came in first. So I was giving him the race, and then you guys had to go, so that's okay. That probably would have been better signals. That's on me.
Nope. So Yeah, just wanted to take on your take today and then a little bit on yesterday.
Sure.
So,
Yeah. Okay.
because I missed my points yesterday. So, anyways, so I am aligned with you, but I'd like to preface it at the beginning. For somebody who goes in the past 3.6 years, Aaron Rodgers is never injured. Well, when you went over, it sounds like he has at a minimum of 4 injury-shortened seasons. For you, that claims and 4 out of his career is a significant percentage. But anyways, I digress.
Of
I just
20
wanted to
years,
get that out
sure.
there. Yeah, sure. So how much is that? You're not mathily. Beep, boop, boop, boop. 20% of the time is all the time. But anyways, I digress. So, but I'm with you. So I hope he's healthy all year. I hope it's not a repeat of last year. Nobody knows, as you have alluded to many times. 20-year veteran coming back. He's 40 years old. Can he stay healthy? He's got a good line now, but it really only takes one hit. But if he stays healthy, this is a fool's bet, and I mean a fool's bet if you don't bet the over. 218 yards a game is roughly what I added a few hundred yards because I couldn't remember the exact number, but it's around 218 yards a game. And I think I used 37, whatever I used. But anyways, we'll call it 220. 220 yards a game. If he's healthy the whole season, there's no way there's not an over. So really, the under is all about not being healthy. He's healthy, he gets that in a walk, right? In today's NFL with 17 games, that doesn't even make him good to get 218, 220 yards a game, right?
Yeah, one thing I wanted to check. So I have the ESPN stats here. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's 15.
7, 8,
Yeah, I'll help you out. 15. 15.
No, I'm counting something different, sir.
Okay.
So don't mess up my counting, please. 16, 17.
Take your
Okay,
socks off.
so he would have been, so that number that we're referencing, I wanted to check it on an ESPN NFL team statistic basis. All he has to be is a top 20 passer in the league. That's that average yards average passing yards per game. He has to be top 20 to break that number. So again,
That's right.
a top 20 quarterback. Okay, that's a pretty easy line. Yes.
And really, and that's what Jets fans need to realize. You don't need Aaron Rodgers or whatever his MVP years. If the team, and if we, because I know everybody loves that.
They sure do.
If we had a top 20 quarterback as opposed to a top 50 quarterback, if we had a top 20 quarterback last year, we flipped 3 to 4 games, and then we break the 13-year streak, 12 at the time, I guess. And who knows? Who knows what happens? So I agree. He does not have to be. He needs to stay healthy. He needs to be average. Average is going to be okay. And frankly, average is what we're paying him. So being average is okay, and that's what we need to do. So I just want to I'm with you on that. Touchdowns, if 220. Well, so listen to this stat line. If you're watching NFL prime time, and you have a quarterback that's 220 yards and 2 touchdowns, you're a fantasy owner. You're like, man, that guy blew, right? And if they say it on the stat thing, you're like, okay, so why are you telling me that? Because who cares, right? So that's all we're asking to beat, and that would crush both those things, right? So
yes, right. And so do that math, everybody in the back. That's 34 touchdown passes and whatever that is on yards, just edging the 3,700 and change. The yards wouldn't, because Joe Namath, God bless him, he threw 4,000 yards for the first time ever back in 1967 in a 14-game season. So that one would still hold, but the passing touchdown would be a brand new record for the New York Jets. So
yeah, I think it's easy to say if he's 17 games and he's playing to the level we have seen in the past, he's going to be 4,000 yards, at least 20 touchdowns. The touchdowns.
The pick's just where it gets a little funky, because historically speaking, again, I gave that massive sample size. What is it? I'll read the stat one more time. Again, the over-under on interceptions is 8.5. Over the last 13 years, Rodgers only thrown more than 9 picks, which, again, would be the only time that would be over, was in 2022 at the Packers. Every other year, it's been fewer. So,
yeah, I wouldn't bet that bet because if he feels pressured, if for some reason the Jets defense takes a step back, and I'm not saying they will, but I think he's going to have the pressure to live up to these expectations. He's a proud person, along with being, anyways, and so he's going to push it. And so if he had 10 to 12 interceptions, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think Jet fans would be upset. And go back to the average: 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's about average. And so he could have, 10 to 15 interceptions, not a big deal. The only other
That would be a new career high in picks, by the way, if that were to happen. His career high in picks was way back in 2008, his first year as a starting quarterback with 13.
Yeah, and when is that going to happen? When you're older, when you're coming back from an injury, when you're pushing it because you feel some pressure on you. So
sure, no, I wasn't. I'm just giving the stats and context for people. Not that it's impossible. No.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. So the last thing I'd like to say, and just for everybody that's going to hate on what I'm going to say, I would ask you just listen to what I'm going to say. Okay. Right? I just, now that we know. So here's a list of things now that we know where he boondoggled off to, right? If it had come up that it was a wedding, if it had come up that it was a funeral, if it had come up with something, I would have said, that is clearly, if the Jets, he brings it to the Jets. Saleh, again, showing his ineptitude of leading, being a leader on the microphone by saying stupid things to millions of people, saying it's unexcused. I would just tell you that I have been on 3 of the greatest teams in the history of the United States. I've been on 3 nuclear-powered submarines, 4 deployed in times of crisis. And do you believe that anyone on that team would have said, today I'm going to Egypt on fucking vacation? I would share with you, no. And the other teammates, if someone asked them, are you okay with Paul Esden going to Egypt instead of being
for 3 weeks?
For being 4 deployed?
3 weeks. Yeah.
Are you okay with that? And what would they have told the microphone? No, we're fine with that. But do you think they would have been fine with that? The answer is no. But what are they going to tell everybody else? Oh, yeah, it's fine. The most important player on our team is not here. Oh, that's okay. No problem. So I just say that, and it doesn't matter. And I'll be very clear. And to the people that will talk about it before, that other people have done it, it's wrong whoever does it. And I am not picking on him. I'm giving another example of where I've been involved with a team that things like that would not be okay. And again, it's not an Aaron Rodgers thing. It's a conceptual leader of a team thing. And I'm not trying to overblow it. I just figured now that we know, I wanted to circle back and close the loop. And it's not Aaron Rodgers. I just predict he's going to throw for 4,000 yards. Or I hope he does. And if he does, the Jets are going to make a pass the first round of the playoffs, and who knows? They're in a tough division. But anyways, I just had to close that loop. And it's not hatred for Aaron Rodgers, for everybody says that. It's just the facts. And I don't care. It could have been Troy Aikman. It could have been Emmitt Smith. It could have been Michael Irvin for my past. Not okay to not be there for anyone. So that's all.
Well, a very well-rounded conversation here, Pop. Before we get you out of here, someone asked me the other day, like, what would you normally be doing for 4th of July? And I said, I'd probably be out there on the deck with my father, or some Lee Greenwood perhaps would be blasting as we enjoyed a 4th of July together. Obviously not the case as I'm up here in New York, but I see you're in the lovely New Hampshire abode. What is on the docket for the 4th of July?
Well, 4th of July, we did a lot like some of you yesterday. Today we're going to go support the church. Going to go after the 4th of July parade. Your mom and Haley are going to sell some strawberry shortcakes to help support the church. And then we're going to grill, chill, and swill. The 3
there you
L's.
Go. That's the 3 important. I'm pretty sure they wrote that in the Bible somewhere as the 3.
Exodus
the 3,
chapter 3:16. But yes, many good times up here, and many more to come. But it was happy 4th to everyone.
And where are we at? Saturday? Is that what I have on the schedule for you? Yeah, Saturday. Okay, so you'll be back here in short order on a scheduled occasion, let alone any other times you decide to partake.
All right. By the way, big country, shout out.
Very nice. I appreciate it. Pop, you and the family have a great day, and we love you.
Love you.
All
Happy
right.
4th,
Thanks,
everyone.
Pop.
All right.
There he is. Eston Zone gracing us with his presence, and I see the comment section absolutely was enthralled with that call, as you guys normally are. God bless. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. I'm not sure how anyone is supposed to follow that up, but if anyone was the man for the job, it'd be Ricky New York Live, baby, here on the show. Happy 4th of July, sir.
Hey, happy 4th, Paul. You know what? I'm going to say I'm going to take the under on the INTs. I think
yeah.
I think 31 touchdowns, 6 picks.
Ooh, sign me the hell up. That'd be the greatest touchdown interception ratio in New York Jets history. And I'm not saying that like it's not not possible. I'm just saying that it's the historical fact that I hope what you just said marinates on the people watching or listening to this show. That would be the greatest touchdown interception ratio in history, and I would love for him to have it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and as far as, him hitting those numbers on the yardage, I mean, I think it's not even a question of whether he's going to be a top 20 quarterback. I'll say top 10. I'll say top 7.
Yeah, I think top 10 is conservative. I think that's if we're being realistic, and maybe some people outside of Jet fandom won't think so. I think top 10, if he is a top 10, which again, if I'm saying top 10, I mean he's somewhere in the 8, 9, 10 range. I think that's totally realistic. But I think you could go higher if you're more aggressive, and I wouldn't bat an eye at you.
Right. Like I said, I'd say top 7. But you know what? After the quarterback play that we've had, and just listening to you guys sit there and say, oh, he'd have to get 220 yards a game. I'm thinking, God, you know how many games over the last several years that was like 160, 180. It couldn't even hit 200. Oh, it's so infuriating. Damn, it'll be nice to have some real quarterback play. And by the way,
that's it.
One more did arrive.
Ooh, Reddick, baby. Reddick.
Right.
Reddick has arrived. We've been waiting all offseason for it. There he is. Boom. Love it.
Well, that's because I'm not worried about him showing up at all. So I was able to very confidently buy this and not think twice about it. And so now all the jerseys have showed up except for Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson has not showed up yet, but he's in the mail somewhere.
Okay, well, get home safely to Ricky New York Live for the love of everything that's holy. It should have been small travel, Florida State, Ricky New York. It should have been a very easy delivery. So I will try to call the shipping gods wherever they are and say, hey, let's get a move on that. Let's get that delivered. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you have a good day, Paul, and man. Only 3 weeks to go.
That's right. Keep the countdown going. It's July 4th, obviously, today. Happy 4th of July to all of our listeners right now and viewers. And the more we are, let's put it this way for Ricky, it's 20 days until the first practice. It's 19 days. We have reached under the 20-day mark. It is 19 days until report day, people. That's when the players are arriving. We're doing the weird, like Michael Clemens shirtless with a baseball bat. We'll be having weird shows about that. Yes, 19 days away, people. It's coming. It's coming. Chugga, 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 toot, toot. All aboard, baby. That's for damn sure. Back to the phone lines. We got our boy Hep here on the show. What's up, Hep? Good morning, sir.
Happy 4th, everybody. The only thing, I really think Rodgers is going to break the 4,000 mark, beat Joe Namath's old record. About time. But I think the only thing that might affect these.
Oh, I think we lost Hep there. Let me try to take Hep out and then bring him in. Hep, okay, Hep, I'm going to kick you out and you hop right back in. Okay, pal? We lost you there. Okay. gonna boot you out. Just click that link again, which, by the way, a quick reminder to the 200 people in the room right now, make sure you guys like the video. Hit subscribe down below. Help spread the gospel of Boy Green Daily. And like I said, of course, you could go above and beyond that by joining the Boy Green Coffee Club, which is the YouTube membership group. I believe we have him back, so let's do a discount double check, baby. Hep, back on the show. Go ahead, Hep.
Hey, bud. As I was saying, I think Breece Hall is going to be a big factor as far as the numbers are concerned. And I think we're probably going to be a top 5 running team, if not even higher. And that's the only thing that might affect these numbers. But I think we are definitely going to go 4,000 yards, break that at least. And
Yes.
I'm psyched. Let's go.
As you should be, baby. I love it. Hep, thanks for the call, brother. Happy 4th.
You, bud.
There he is. Hep joining us here on the show and on his way out. I'll give it to him loud and proud here. Here we go, baby. Let's rock and roll, baby. Yes, and I was just actually reading a piece on NFL.com. It was picking the MVPs for every team, and I'm like, okay, pass the biscuits. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers, right? And actually, they picked Breece Hall on the NFL Media Group thing where they were picking an MVP for each team. They expect Breece to have a massive freaking season. And that's the one thing I want to see, both from Breece and Garrett for that matter, that 12, 13, 1,400-yard rushing/receiving season to reach the elite of the elite. They've been very good. No 1,000 yards for Breece. And then Garrett's high water mark was his rookie of the year season where he had 1,100. Let's get in the 12, 13, 1,400. Let's get in the top 5, top 7s of these rushing and receiving NFL where people go, whoa, New York Jet. That's the key, both for contractual reasons and also for some street cred, actual reasons as well. Back to the phone lines. We've got JB Money, Johnny Boy here on the program. The baby.
So, dude.
Holy up. Okay. Shout out to your beautiful wife. Oh, that's terrific. When
Appreciate
the
it, man.
baby arrived, Johnny?
Last night at she was born at 6:44.
Oh my goodness. We're talking about what's my math on that? We're talking like a 14-hour baby here.
Yeah, man. She's fresh.
Wow.
She's already saying JETS, Jets.
Well, okay, you've done right already, and we had no doubts about that. Wow, beautiful! Congratulations, man. It's there's nothing.
Appreciate it, man. Hello. Did I freeze? Or you froze?
Oh yeah, can you hear me, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I did hear you. I don't know what happened there. Anywho, yes.
Did I freeze or you freeze?
I'm not sure because the whole screen just did a weird thing there. But anywho, yeah. So like I said, there's nothing better than childbirth. That's absolutely magical, man. So
you're next, man. You're the next one.
I know. November, baby.
You'll be doing this. You'll be going live with the kiddo on your arm.
We'll see. When I made that comment the other day, like, oh man, I already brought that up to her. She like walked into the room and gave me and I went, oh boy. So we will see. Maybe when the doctors chat with her, I just go live, like, hey, hop on, and then it's too late. I've already hit the button. That could be amazing. Yeah.
Well, Addison said that the Jets are going to go 14-3, and that they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Wow. Okay. That is beautiful, and everyone is showering you with congratulations, rightfully so.
Thank you.
Yeah, all you guys. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Although apparently my father's not a fan of the Huega hat. He's not a fan of the Huega hat. It must be the Aaron Rodgers stuff, I guess. But hey, different strokes, different folks. But thank you for all the congratulations.
What about this hat?
Oh, look at that! Come on,
like
that's the winner. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
Is that hat better, Papa Esden?
Yeah, right. Yeah, put that in the comment section, pal. We'll see.
Hey, man, but dude, happy 4th, man. Happy 4th to all the veterans out there as well that make our beautiful country free. You know, to your pops as well for serving. We appreciate his service. And fuck yeah, America. That's what I say. We're undefeated world champs.
Mm-hmm.
So I like saying, fuck yeah, America.
I love that. Well, what did Gunny say this morning? Because I saw it from Gunny. I need to make sure I pull that up because which by the way, I've never seen Gunny without any hair whatsoever. So that was a look. But let me throw this up there. I'll put it up on for our viewers to see this. From our boy NY Jets situation report. Gunny tweeted this out this morning. Happy birthday to the back-to-back World War champs, America.
Yep.
Be safe out there. And there's, of course, Gunny, who I told him in Twitter form, but also say it in public video, audio form. Thank him for his service as well.
Yeah, thank
great
you, brother.
Marine, Semper Fi. So shout out to Gunny there as well. It's, again, we're in a beautiful country, man. A beautiful country, which allows us to do all kinds of amazing things.
Hell yeah. What do you got planned out for the day, man? You're going to go blow up some M80s, half a stick of dynamite? What are we doing, man?
No, none of that. So we did some of that last night at the Syracuse Mets game. They had like a 20-minute fireworks show, so that was awesome for my daughter and fiance to see that. I'll be live several times. I've got Jay Gasman's show in less than 2 hours I'll be live on. And at 3 o'clock, I'll be live again with James Woody at 3 o'clock. And then I got to go to the baseball for work. So I'll be there later tonight. So I'll be running around all over the place.
Hey, that Syracuse Mets hat you had on yesterday was pretty sweet, bro.
Yeah.
I have to admit. So
I appreciate that. And by the way, shout out to Ron Weiss who asked the Acuna question. I'll tell you, I had conversations. I went up in the booth and talked to some of the insiders there on the team. I'll tell you this: he asked the Acuna question. According to them, Acuna is staying in Syracuse all season long. That was a conversation I heard from them, is what they said. So, of course, anything can happen. But their chatter, I said, hey, I had a caller ask or someone who sent in a super chat ask, let me get the latest details. They're like, Acuna ain't going nowhere. Dick Scott, who's the manager of the team down there in AAA, wants to see him develop. So it looks like we'll keep getting Acuna for those who had those questions for Syracuse Mets fans in the audience. That appears to be the case.
Oh, look, you can see her up. Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Addison. Jets. Jets.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Tio just asked, Boy Greek, you asked Johnny when I can come by to visit the baby at the hospital.
They're still been running like crazy tests on Alicia because, the after stuff and everything. She can't feel anything from the bottom half of her legs.
Oh, good
Lord.
So
they're doing like crazy tests on her, constantly coming in.
Uh-huh.
So we're probably later.
Okay, there you go, Tio. Well, oh God. Well, we wish her a full health recovery, no doubt about it. But that's beautiful. Addison is oh my goodness gracious! Oh my God! Yeah, we heard that. Oh my God!
That was her Jets chant. That was the Jets chant, bro.
That was the best Jets chant I've ever heard. Absolutely beautiful.
You know what this means, right? Everybody's watching this right now, and they're gonna go make sweet, passionate love to their significant other.
I cannot advocate for it strongly enough as a great guy for all of that. Absolutely. Make sweet, passionate love and make babies, baby. I got my second one coming and then shop's closed, but just two. But hey, you know what? For the people and Thomas Morsteads of the world who I've talked about parenting off camera before, hey, he's shooting for 6. So, hey, man, more power to him.
Hey, Boy Green, can I ask you something? Like,
of course.
Between, because I know you have a girl.
Yes.
Dude, like, look, I love my son. I love my son to death. Like, I was so happy. But, bro, there's something different about a girl, man. Like, it hit different. So.
I will just say that to other people as well who don't know or don't have that. Like, again, the son I am going to have is not born yet, but I wanted a son at first. And then once the baby was healthy, that's all that mattered. Then once I was holding my daughter in my hands, because there was not a problem. That's probably too aggressive a word. But after my fiance, she started panicking when she was having the baby. So she didn't get to see her immediately at first. So I handed the baby right off to me. And I got to it was just me and the baby for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just staring at each other. Lost it head over heels, man. So 100%. There's something different. I don't know the feeling of a son yet, obviously, but boy, it is something different, special. It's hard to describe.
Agreed, man. So, hey, I appreciate you, brother. Jets, baby. Jets. Happy
for calling
4th
in,
to
Johnny.
everybody out there. And America, baby. Fuck yeah.
There you go. And see you later, Addison. We'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
See ya. JETS. Oh, my goodness gracious. What better way to end the show, quite frankly? I think we're just going to cut it off there. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to America. Shout out to all of it. It's beautiful. Wow, that caught me. That caught me. That's so awesome. And then, of course, as my father said in here as well, gross. My father did say he's talking my mom into number 6 for Team Eston. Gross. Didn't need to hear that. But more importantly, thoughts and prayers for Johnny and his wife, because that's scary stuff. So hopefully everything checks out there. Childbirth is a taxing task. There's no question about it, and I'm hoping for a very healthy and speedy recovery as far as that's concerned. Johnny Boy is one of the best in the business. I can't wait to meet him in person, and any parts of his family that end up coming for the Jets Patriots, that'll be spectacular. Which, by the way, let me do that, I guess, before we sign off here. Again, I'll be live 3 times today. This is number 1. Number 2 is Jake Asman in less than 2 hours. I'll be live at 10 o'clock. So, guys, we'll be streaming both on my channel and his channel on YouTube and Twitter, plus on the Jake Asman Show. So, guys, you can come back at 10 o'clock. I'll be doing a show with Jake. Then at 3 o'clock, I'll be on with Woody. We'll be doing a live, kind of fun, fantasy, frolicking show, doing a 10-year defensive draft, which, excuse me, it's going to be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that on Tuesday. But Jets, Patriots, baby, I have to just pound the table for Jets, Patriots. All the details are down below. Folks, we're literally running out of days. I know everyone's thinking about other stuff on July 4th, Independence Day, and all that jazz. But please, folks, do not forget, if you want to go to Jets Patriots, I can't hold things off. The cutoff is coming rapidly, and I have an update on that. Okay. Now I've been saying Monday, July 8th. It's like Monday, July 8th at the end of Boy Green Daily. That is the cutoff for Jets Patriots tickets. If you guys want to join us to go watch the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots home opener, MetLife Stadium, you have to get the money to me by the end of Boy Green Daily on Monday, which is around 8:30 in the morning. So you have a couple of days here. Enjoy it with your family. You don't have to do it right now, but if you can't do it right now, great. Lock in your spot so you don't forget. But I will be pounding the table over the next couple of days about New York Jets, New England Patriots, and the home opener. If you have not locked in your tickets with us and sitting with us in the upper end zone, you're going to want to do that. Tickets are $140 a pop. And then, of course, there's the tailgate option. So I've heard on the tailgate stuff, you can wait to pay on that. If you have the money right now, why not just punch in your ticket, as several people have, by the way, for the tailgate. That's $65 all-inclusive. You get food and alcohol. That's all combined together, again, with Tailgate Joe. So shout out to him. But for the tickets, the absolute cutoff is coming up at the end of Boy Green Daily on Monday, July 8th. That is 8:30 in the morning. So it's Thursday morning right now. You have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And again, Monday is only the morning. It's not the full day. I thought it was the full day. It is not. I just got an update from the Jets. It is Monday morning. So if you want to lock in your spot, reach out to me. In the YouTube description, I've been putting it in every live Boy Green Daily show, is my PayPal and Venmo, which is the same. It's my email, Paul, A the letter, ESDENJR @gmail.com. Again, it's Paul, A the letter, ESDENJR @gmail.com. That is how you can send it on PayPal. That is how you can send it on Venmo. That's also how you could ask questions. If you have follow-up questions about this, you haven't gone to a game before, or you just have some kind of interesting questions about the whole shish kebab, you could ask me anything you'd like. I've had several people reach out via email and also any of my social media portals, which you guys have seen on the bigger screen when people are calling in. You can see my @BoyGreen25 everywhere. That's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And my DMs are open on all of those features. So if you guys have questions, please ask. I want to meet as many of you as possible. So please do it. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be an amazing time. And of course, I'm partnered with Nick Shine, proud NYJ fan. I'm looking forward to that. Before we sign off, let's go off to a new regular here on the show, FL Phil 98 here on the show. Happy 4th of July, sir.
Happy 4th of July, Paul. And as everyone else said today, hat off to all veterans. Thank you for your service. But I jumped on because of what happened just now with Johnny. Nothing in this world is like holding your baby daughter. If you never had one, you'll just never get it. I wanted to congratulate him, but obviously, like your dad said, thoughts and prayers for his wife. Hope all goes well. We're all rooting for you, Johnny. God bless. And then real quick on today's topic.
Yes, sir.
I'm going under across the board for one reason.
Okay.
I expect great things from Rodgers. He's a man on a mission, I have no doubt, and he's still a top 10 quarterback, maybe better. I just think it's a lot to ask to expect a 40-year-old to go the whole season without getting dinged up, without missing a couple of games. So I'm going to go under across the board.
That is something, by the way, Danny mentioned earlier. I never got to it. He's a Buffalo Bills fan on Twitter that was interacting in the show in the beginning. Yes, all of those averages of numbers I've mentioned where he had been done this and this and this, that is, of course, all assuming health, because that's a 17-game stretch. If he misses any length of time, whether it's a little bit of time or a medium bit of time, obviously it drastically affects the numbers, because if you're playing less games, obviously the math explained, you have to do a lot more in the smaller amount of games that you did to make up the difference. And right, that is a very fair point. And Johnny Boy, by the way, said thank you. So he really appreciated the kind words there.
Well, again, I understand the premises, and thank you, John. The premise is if he's healthy, if that's the premise, but it's not. This is a bet. You're betting, right? Yep. So I think with those parameters, you got to go under. And I hope I'm wrong,
Right, of course, right, yeah.
And I know you're going to do an in-depth game-by-game, I think, this weekend with your dad.
That's correct. Yeah, we're playing the win-loss game, baby. Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. I won't share my thoughts yet. I'll wait to hear what you guys have to say. But man, is it going to be competitive?
Oh, that's for damn sure. And I can't wait. And I hope everyone, by the way, for that show, which, by the way, is Saturday with my father, after breaking down the schedule in full detail, we will play the win-loss game, and he will go through it. I will go through it, and we'll reveal our records. And I hope all of you guys do too. And I think it's a perfect time right ahead of training camp to kind of put those out into the universe. So that'll be a lot of fun coming up this weekend.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to go. Thank you very much. One last thing, though. Happy 4th of July. Johnny, my first beer today will be dedicated to you and your daughter.
There you go. Love it. Thanks, pal, for joining us again. And there you go. Another one. All day, baby. All day. Let's all crack a cold one for Johnny, baby, at some point today. We've got another caller, baby. The conga line continues to move and groove. Let's go to Bobby Midnight here on the show.
Hey,
good morning, Bobby.
How you feeling today? Guess what?
What's that? What?
She was born on my show last night.
What?
Yeah, she was born on my show.
Oh, my goodness.
Johnny came on and showed us the baby.
Oh, was he like live streaming during birth?
No. After she was born.
That would have been pretty cool. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see how cute she is?
No, yeah, I did. I did just now, man. I'll have to go back and watch the show last night to see. That's amazing. So you would have had an even fresher baby. Again, beautiful, and all health. Health is.
I sang happy birthday to. Did he tell you that?
No.
Yeah, it's on my show. You should see it.
Okay, I got to go back and check that.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Oh God, yeah. So wonderful. Shout out to Johnny and his beautiful wife, obviously, because the looks must have come from the wife. I can only imagine.
Yeah,
but
she's a little cutie patootie.
Yes.
Her name's Addison.
That's a great name. I love it.
That's my co-host on my show, Addison.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
You know
Addison
great. For my show, right?
No, I don't.
He's in the chat right now.
Oh, he is. Okay, let me take a peek
California.
into the chat. Let me see here. Addison. I'm scrolling up. Where's an Addison in here? Is he the West Coast guy? Oh, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, there he is. Addison right there. Yeah, I think he's the West Coast guy because I think early in chats I see him saying I see him popping up and saying like 4:30 my time, I think.
Yes,
I see him say that.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was so happy to see the baby.
Hey, by the way, Johnny Boy's back. Let's bring him back. Here he is, and Addison.
Johnny, how you doing? You have the baby there?
Yeah, she's right here.
Wasn't she adorable? She was with her daddy, and daddy looked like he got sleep last night.
Yeah, I did. Thank
you. Went to see him last night. He was dead to the world.
And Johnny, by the way, when he said it, she was born on my show. I went, oh my God, did he just go? Johnny's like,
No, he
woo, we're
didn't
here,
show the whole
baby.
thing.
I was gonna go like, wow,
No,
that would
no, he
might
had
be
to
the most
step off.
populous Bobby Midnight show of all time. That would
Dude,
be
my wife is a beast, bro. Like,
Yeah.
the docs were all like how she pushed out so quick.
Oh, so it's a natural birth?
Yeah, natural birth and
Oh,
everything.
wow. Congrats.
She's
So
only 8 pounds too.
Yeah, she's 8
Oh, yeah.
pounds,
Yeah. Give us the measurables here. This is the NFL Combine. What do we got here?
She's about 8. She's 8 pounds and about 22 inches.
Wow. Okay.
She's a
Mine
big
was,
baby.
and I have it on my
She's gotta be
wallet too,
taller.
but we
No,
were
I
at
know.
6 pounds flat, 19 and a half. Okay.
Yeah. She's
Wow.
adorable. I sang to her happy birthday yesterday.
Well,
Yeah,
that
probably
was
did.
beautiful. And wait, one more. So NFL Combine stats, because I got to make sure I update the trading card for your wife. How long was she in labor?
Maybe
8 o'clock on
Oh.
30 on the 1st. Oh, 2nd. Remember I started that pill?
from 8 o'clock on.
Good Lord. What a
second.
marathon
said
woman.
hi. Congratulations to Mom.
Yes, yeah, congratulate. Good Lord have mercy. You better buy her
She-
like a nice, I don't know what she like, a steak
Yeah.
dinner or something. You got to get her something real nice like.
Oh,
We're getting a steak dinner tonight.
Okay,
For
God
this.
bless. And give her whatever she wants. Feed
Yeah,
her,
no,
like
no.
even if she has the use of her hands, which it sounds like she does. Still feed her the grapes. Take
No
care of that
hospital
wonderful
food.
Egyptian princess. So yeah.
No
Hey, you
give her all the
know-
love.
food.
You guys know what I just sang to Addison to make her go to sleep?
No, what?
I am a real love.
Oh yeah.
Hulk Hogan, baby.
Fight for my rights and fellow men.
That's why you
I am a
say-
real
Did he sing
American.
that to your other baby
For
too?
my rights. Fight for your life. Come on, Paul. Bam, bam.
Ah,
Did you
God,
sing
I
that
love
to
that
Riley
song.
too?
I love Hulk Hogan.
Didn't you say that to Riley too?
Yep.
That's a great song. It's American.
And then
Come on.
she fell asleep in Johnny's arms.
That's right. Well, I
Oh,
great.
Congratulations, everybody, and your baby.
Gee willikers.
Johnny,
God,
like-
that gets me every time, man.
Boy
Life
Green
is
is
awesome.
Boy Green is like gonna go right now after he's done to his wife.
And
He's
the
gonna kiss
baby.
her stomach real quick, or he's gonna pick up.
100%. I
his
try to
daughter.
do that as much as possible, but now after this, I have to like immediately go do all that.
Oh, look at he's so
Like,
cute.
look at
She
that.
slept all night.
Yeah.
All
There
right.
you go.
Good
Boom.
sleeper then, maybe.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Sometimes, and then
Yeah.
she's drinking milk too. How many ounces she drink today?
She drank 30 last night.
30.
Good Lord.
Pretty
30
good.
middle years.
Okay, so did she clash 2 bottles together before she downed them?
did.
We're gonna
like
Steve Austin
Steve,
action. Nice.
yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, oh, she is adorable.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
like teaching her all the
And
good
happy
stuff right
4th
now.
of July to everybody.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Happy Independence Day. You said what? Say that again, Johnny?
She's trying to like stone cold stunner all the other kids inside the nursery.
I hope so. Yeah, because there's got to be like a king and queen of the ring tournaments happening in there, and
Yeah.
imagine Johnny is the official, and he's getting in there, and every once in a while distracted as we get like an Addison share shot, and like, hey, what was that? Oh, whoa, back to the match here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had to do a JR. Oh my God. Oh
Yeah, I like him. Oh, thank you for having her on again.
Yeah,
of course.
Yes,
Very
yeah,
popular for 2 days in a row.
100%. Keep
Dude,
them-
I'm
keep
like
them coming
over
as
the
far as
moon
I'm
with
concerned.
her. Like Alicia's like, yo, you hanging out with me? It's like, no.
By the
Yeah.
way, what child number is this for you, Johnny?
Great.
Number 3. Yeah.
It's 3.
And then
Okay,
it
what are
gets-
the ages? What do we got?
9.
It's going to be 10 on Monday.
Yeah, Riley
Wow,
will be
okay.
10 on the 8th coming up. So
Yeah,
we
right.
have 10, 2 in October, which is Geo. And
Yeah,
then
Gio,
a couple
Javon.
years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So wait, let me get this straight. So birthday is very close. So you guys just buying 10 things and kind of splitting them 5 and 5. Is that how that works? I don't.
No. We're working on the next one right now.
Oh,
No,
phenomenal!
you're not. You're gonna be
Congratulations.
snip, snip. He's,
And even 4. That sounds like a good round number.
no,
you
he's
know?
gonna be snip, snip. He
Hey,
said.
Papa
Snip,
Edgar.
snip. whoa. Let's back this train up real quick. You know, when I've mentioned in the past that shops closed after the second child, I don't mean the shop's power line was closed. I'm making the choice. It's my choice that the shop is closed.
Everybody.
Unless the gods intervene, there won't be any snip over here. You know, God bless everybody's choice. You know, your body, your roles. There is zero snip happening for me. I don't give a flying hoot. No doctor is coming around with any scissors or any other object around my cojones. Absolutely not. No
Are you kidding around with me, Johnny?
I am not kidding around. Hell no.
Not
Are you
you,
freaking
Johnny.
kidding me, Bobby? No.
Johnny
What do
said
you mean? Hell
What did
no.
I say?
I told my fiance right from the get-go, that just ain't happening. If the gods want another baby, we make some magic. And after a late night Monday Night Football game, which is a few of those on the schedule, then God knows what's going to happen. But hell no. There is no snip action. Absolutely not.
No,
Zip
Johnny told us in the chat he would do.
He is? Johnny, you are?
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine, dude.
Oh,
I'm
God.
good with 3 kids,
I
bro.
don't know, man. You know, I know your wife's over there, so she might strangle me and send a van to come pick me up if I tell you otherwise. But oh boy, that's a no-go. Absolutely not.
Well, at least you have little Addison. She is great.
Yes,
They told me they're gonna have to use like giant.
Naturally, right? Yeah. That's only fitting.
Are you lying? Johnny always kind of tricks
No,
me.
he's telling the truth. He's saying his gargantuan situation
now I
is
know what he's
so
talking
massive that the normal equipment won't be, efficient.
Yeah.
Tip of the cap. Yes.
Like, have to tape it, Bobby.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Addison?
Yeah. See, there you go.
She's so hey, that's swallowing, right? What you have with her?
Yeah.
Swaddling. That's not the word I thought I heard. I'm like, excuse me? Swaddling.
swaddling.
Yes. Swaddle.
Yeah, when
Swaddle. Pronunciate. No. I'm aware of the word. I just thought you said a different word. Okay. Swaddling. I love that in the Vince Vaughn Christmas. I think that's 4 Christmases. I will swaddle this child. Oh yeah, that's a great scene.
Yeah, that's when you
that
put
that's
the baby in the blanket, right? Like a papoose.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, but they were doing it on the the Jesus Christmas set, where you have to swaddle, the brand new baby arriving. Yeah,
she's waking up. Oh, maybe I got a big mouth.
Yeah, it's probably you, Bobby. It's probably your fault.
Oh, I'm sorry, little one. I love you.
I am a real American.
There you go.
From my rights and fellow man. See, she loves that song, dude.
It works every time.
And your motion of your arm too puts us to sleep too.
Yeah, but I think it was more so Hulk Hogan. But yeah, I'm sure the arms helped. Yeah.
Well, look at him rock her. That's the part of it. They like the rock.
Yeah, that's part of it, but it's not the Hulk Hogan theme song. That's more part of it, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, Boy Green, what was your favorite WWF entrance song?
Oh my goodness.
You too, Bobby.
Shawn Michaels.
Bobby, you were a wrestling fan too, right, Bobby?
Yeah, I like Shawn Michaels. I'm a sexy boy.
Sexy boy. I'm not your boy.
Toy. Yeah. Oh wow.
That was my favorite. Yeah.
Eat your heart out, ladies. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, he's that would be up there. The best one. This is not one to bring up right now, but the just purely intro, Chris Benoit, he had a great one, but that one kind of lacks some fluster. Yeah, say that again.
What was his theme?
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay.
See ya.
Tell your wife I said hi.
Yep. God bless. That
what
was a good
was
one
his
too.
theme song, Chris Benoit?
It's like I don't know if I can do it. It's and I can't play it for copyright reasons, but it was like I don't know. I did a horrible job, but yeah, I don't know. It was really good. I used to have that when I made a wrestler, and you could make his intro music. I always did the Chris Benoit. It was always
not my favorite wrestler. I didn't like the guy.
Which I don't blame you. There was a lot of additional stuff. Oh, doctors came in, is what Johnny said, which makes sense. Yeah, we can't play around there. Go ahead. What was that, Bobby?
Is your radio station today, or are you day off?
No radio show today or tomorrow. So the morning show I don't have to run off to, but I do have to go to the radio station later because Syracuse Mets baseball. Most of the time I work the games behind the scenes. So I have to do the game both today and tomorrow for 4th of July and 5th of July. Yeah.
All right. Tell your little daughter I said hi.
Will do.
Too. And the little one on the way, little boy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then tell your fiance I said hi.
Will do. And I'm sure I'll see you, Bobby, in a little bit for the Jake Assman show coming up.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be on at 10 o'clock. Yeah.
Yep. That's damn true.
Yeah. I'll be there for you.
All right. I'll see you, Bobby.
Bye now.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in for Boy Green Daily and some wonderful surprises from Johnny. That's amazing. Again, one more shout out, Jets Patriots. If you're thinking about it, stop thinking about it. Start doing it, baby. Jets Patriots, buy your tickets right now. Again, you only have a few days left. And then I can't guarantee anything. So $140 a pop per ticket. So bring you, your family with you, and everybody else in between, and let's make it happen. And, of course, tailgate with us. My father's going to be there. Woody's going to be there. Johnny Boy, Uncle Tio, Nick Shine, obviously, proud NYJ fan, and Bobby's going to be there, and so many others. Come celebrate it with all of us. It's going to be a terrific game and a terrific experience to share all together. I've never been to a Jets primetime game. That's going to be a hell of a one to go to. I can't wait. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Happy 4th of July. And I'll see you. Again, I'm live again at 10 a.m. with Jake Ashwin. And then I'll be back on at 3 o'clock with Woody. We'll see you then. God bless. Take care, everybody.